heard of a story that they're talking about the wedding feast in the Bible. So this rich man has this immaculate, let's just pretend it's a baseball facility. It's like Top Gun house. All right, you're invited to come to the All-Star. And it's this perfect, let's just make it out like it's the coolest, and for me, Wrigley Field is the coolest Major League Stadium because I'm a Cubs fan, okay? So you're invited for Top Gun All-Star, all right? But you start making an excuse. Oh, well, my mom and dad have a funeral to go to. Is that a valid excuse? Absolutely. Or I've got this, or I've got that. So they go out, and he finally sends everybody out, his workers out to the streets to ask people, hey, would you like to come on? Well, please excuse me. I just bought some new property. The next person, please excuse me. I have a wedding to attend, or I just got married. So there's several issues where we create excuses. Now, what's the end result with that excuse? They still did not go to Wrigley Field for Top Gun All-Stars, did they? So regardless if the excuse is valid or not valid, the end result remains the same. How many of y'all struck out today looking? Anybody? Anybody?
I think so.
Nobody? That's amazing. I give you a testament to your coach if you did not strike out looking. Because in that point, a lot of times we as a hitter is up there looking like, I don't think it's a strike. It's outside, it's low. Guess what? I'm not going to sit here and argue that it's outside low. I might agree with you. But is the end result the same? Still a strikeout in that look, isn't it? So regardless, how do we adjust to that? What do we teach them? What do you teach them with 2 strikes? Shorten up, put in place, expand the zone. There you go, expand the zone, protect. So, let's just say the umpires that we've had, he's constantly calling them low. Would I agree they're low? On some of you taller kids, absolutely. But if he likes them down there, what do we got to do as a hitter? Adjust. Key word right there. All right, so that example of the wedding feast is in Luke 14, and he explains all of that. Now, they do not make you or your team better because the results or the outcome remain the same. It's still strike 3 looking because you thought it was low and outside, and it may actually have been. All right, so we want to continue on to say, let's see, he says, he gives that example in this example. When I was 12 years old, I was playing second base for the All-Stars. I still remember dropping a ball, a pop fly. They were playing at night with the lights on. He's like, I could have blamed it on the lights. I could have blamed it on the sprinkling or the rain last night. Last night wasn't sprinkling. I don't know if some of you guys were here, but it was pouring. Could have blamed it on anything. And is that true? Absolutely could be a fact. But what we do and how we do things is what's going to impact or matter to God. So, who takes lessons here? All right, how many days a week? 1? So, give me the last lesson. What was the topic of that lesson? You don't remember? So, you just did it that night, didn't you? You didn't do it again? You haven't done it again. I'm not trying to embarrass you because I promise you, my son has taken lessons for years. You know how many times he goes out on the tee every week? Not very much. When you go to practice, the coach has you for 2 to 4 hours a week. Maybe 2 practices a week, 2 hours each time. So we're looking at possibly 4 hours. All right. So what I want to say about those no excuses, we can continue to find those and justify our actions, or we can overcome those with solutions. Either way, we have to stand in front of that mirror and see that we own both of those. We either own those excuses. Now, if you're still striking out after you learn that he likes them slow, is that helping you? Is it helping move your team? Both of these coaches here just stated, shorten up, put in play. If you put in play, you're possibly helping your team score. Young man laid down a pretty little bunt right there and they scored a run. Who was that? Did you help your team? Oh, it was you? Did you help your team?
2 of them.
Were you safe or out? Did it help you? It did? It did not help you. But who scored on that? So he helped you. He sacrificed himself. Exactly what Jesus Christ did for all of these excuses, guys. We can give him excuse after excuse. No, I didn't pray today because I was tired. I was sick. I was too busy working on ground balls. I was too busy keeping score or game changer back there. There's always an excuse to prevent us. The main thing is the enemy, Satan, wants you to continue with those excuses because he don't want you focused on Jesus Christ, who eliminated all those excuses, okay? So, how do we change and continue growing? How do we change that mindset of making an excuse? Anybody? Force yourself. and I'm going to use a word that he didn't. I'm going to assume and apply something. It's accountability to ourselves. Force ourselves to be uncomfortable at times. I don't like swinging it low. You know what? I don't like going to work every day. But my family depends on eating, right? So we have to force ourselves. And I promise you, if you think a curveball is your bane, this real world, when you get out to work, you're going to get all curveballs over and over again to distract you. So he wants to distract you from strike-free looking or the error or the sacrifice from what the real point is, and that's being a servant, being the hands and feet of Christ. And a couple verses that I found in regards to that, and I'm going to pull them up, because I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm uneducated. I haven't went to any kind of biblical indoctrination or schools of any sort. It's just my intent to learn more and more about Christ. And that makes me think of another example. Most of y'all, if I say, how many of y'all know Bryce Hartwell? Every one of you are lying to me. 99% of y'all are lying to me. You know, when's his birthday? What's his favorite color? What's his favorite food? So you don't know him. And that's what I'm referring to. To know Jesus Christ means that you need to study his word. Now, all of you are in are middle school, young high school, should be hitting that time of life where you stink. I'm sorry, we're boys, we play sports, you stink. Everybody put their deodorant on this morning? Are you sure? If you don't put it on, it don't work, right? Jesus' word is the exact same way. If you don't apply it to yourself, it's not going to work. It's not going to cover that stink. You got me? So in this verse, James 1:22, here's how we change our mindset. It says, but prove yourself doers of the word, actively and continually obeying. How many of y'all been in trouble for not taking the trash out, not doing the little things? You see what I'm saying? Be doers of those little things. This young man has worked on his bunting, and he executed doing that as a sacrifice for that word across his chest. The team. You got me? So we have to be doers of the word. Now let me find that other, because I had two more, and then I'll wrap it up. Proverbs 13:4. The soul of the diligent is made fat. Can y'all break those words down and understand that in a way? So if mom and daddy's raising chickens or raising a cow, they want that rascal to be full and fat and beefed up, right? So the soul of the diligent, what does it mean to be diligent? Work hard. Being constant. One day a week, 2 practices a week, ain't gonna be enough. You need to practice it every day. Am I wrong, coaches? Am I wrong? If you want to throw strikes continuously and your percentage be high strikes, you need to practice the bullpen on your own every day. You need to practice bunting every day. You need to practice hitting every day. Something off a tee, something. Every coach at every level that knows anything about any sport, guys, I even hear it on the radio. Practice your free throws. Everything is going to tell you to be diligent in that every day. Proverbs 14:23. All hard work brings a profit. I said I didn't want to go to work every day. But guess what? My family is beyond spoiled when it comes to things because I force myself to go to work. I'm going to be honest, I hate working. I'm lazy as they come. But we have to force ourselves, face ourselves, like you just said. All right, and the last one, Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord. So guess what? My son is right there. I am his earthly father. But in that respect, as a follower of Jesus Christ, I'm nothing more than an earthly manager. All I'm doing is managing him until he returns to his father. You understand what I'm saying? So work as if I'm your supervisor. Diligently. Your lessons, your trash, your homework, everything that you're doing in respect to being a follower of Christ should show. Like when Superman does, or Clark Kent does this, he wants them to know Superman's coming. So when you do this right here, stand up, Jax. Look at that symbol right there. We're the lines, but we split that on purpose so that you would see the line of Judah, Jesus Christ, in how we play this game and how we conduct ourselves on this field and outside this field. So that is my devotion today. I felt like God put on my heart. I thank you all for the time. And I'd like to ask us to get in here, lay hands on each other, and we're going to pray. For anybody that don't know Jesus, I would love to step aside and pray with you. anybody come to me privately. You can message us, find our Facebook page, anything. I'd love to just continue to share my love for Jesus Christ with you. All right? Do I have any volunteers in the boys first? You want it? My man. That's what I'm talking about. No. Hey, deliver, son. That's what you do up there. All right, let us pray. Good job, guys. Good job. Thank y'all.
That was amazing, guys.
Just like different wings, burgers,